Hello YouTube, I am Faninder. Today I will be teaching you about methods that are instance methods, instance method and static methods. First I'll be talking about instance method. So let us look at a piece of code that I have written. Look at this code first. It has three instance methods, and these three instance methods can only be accessed with respect to an object. We need an object to access these three methods. So we know how to create an object and how to access a method with respect to object. So first I will be talking about types of methods, that is what how a method can be declared and what's the syntax for method and how it works. First I will be giving you method syntax. A method syntax has something like access specifier, access specifier, I will talk more about this access specifiers in future video. And then return type, return type and then name of method followed by open brace and then parameters that you will like to pass. Okay, the return type is simply something that the method want to return or you want to return to the calling. Let us examine this code. Void set value a equals 5, b equals 40. So this is going to set the values 5 and 40 to a and b, and when we access this method it is just going to be the same values irrespective of any number of objects. So if we want to set different values using for this data members, we need to do something like method for passing parameters to this method, and we're going to do that by doing something like this. What this set value method is going to return is going to receive what type of values, whether they are integer, float values, string values, or any other user defined data type values should be, that type should be given in these braces, and the number of parameters should also be given. Like I will be passing two values for a and b, one for a and one for b. So those two values are of type integer. So I will give this as int x followed by int y, and then I will make I will keep these are called as formal parameters, and I will just equal the values a equals x and b equals y. So what this statement does is, for each object the values will be different. It will give what the user, that is what the programmer gives the values. Now suppose I create I have created this object. Now I'm passing some values as 10 and 20. So when the statement is executed, these values are going to be printed. These values are going to be stored in A and B for object obj. So let us save this program and I will compile this. Here it is. Java C demo1 dot Java. So what's the name of the program? Demo1. So demo1 dot Java, and now I'm gonna run it. Java space demo1. So look at this. So we have passed here 20, 10 and 20, and this method makes the value a equals to x value, that is here the value 10 will be stored into x and the value 20 will be stored into y, and in here a equals x means a equals 10. For object obj, I'm talking about object obj, and when this statement executes, b equals 20. So this is for object obj. For example, if I create another object o equals new example and o dot, I'll just copy it in here. Okay. And edit it. Now I will pass some different values in here. So that will be like 400 and 200. So for object obj the values are 10 and 20, and for object o the values are 100 and 200. Now when this program executes, it is going to print both for obj, for object obj and for object o. So let me save this program and execute. So I'm running this program now. Look at here. First the object obj gets executed since it is written first, and when it gets executed its value of a and value of b is going to be printed, and the combined value of the product is also going to be printed, that is c, as written in the code c equals a plus b, a into b. And then after coming back we have declared another object o, and this, and when this object is going to execute it, when this object is going to execute its method, the values of a and b are going to be stored with respect to the values we have passed to it. So its values are a is 100 and b is 200, and the value of c is 2000, 20,000. Sorry, 2000. What's that? 20,000. So I hope you have understood till now. And for example, if we are returning something uh, like I want to return the value of c in here, so that I will just print it directly in here, right? So for returning something we have to include something like the data type, the type of data we are going to return. Here I want to return the c, and c is of type int, so I will keep it as int in here and write something in it like return since we have written c, and c equals a star b. So what this method does is it will multiply the values of a and b, and it will store in c, and it is going to return c. So while calling this function we have to make sure that the calling function, that is main method, is calling this function. So the calling function or the method stores its value in particular, or in stores the value or receives the value. Here we are not receiving any value. That means we are not placed any code to receive the value. So I will just make a new variable x, and x equals obj. So integer x is of type integer, and when this statement executes, the method operate will return c value, and c is of type int. The value gets stored into here. I will just comment this all statements in here. And just I will print the value of x in here. That is the product of a and b. Value of x is something like this. So when let me compile this and show you and run the program. Look at here. So I have passed the values as 10 and 20, and when A and B gets allocated to 10 and 20, and when we call again operate method, the operate method is going to multiply both the values and store the value in C, and we are returning the C, and here we are storing this value of what the method returns in X, and we are printing the value X. So in this way the methods are going to communicate with each other. That's it for today on methods. I will explain about static methods in my next tutorial, so don't miss it. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.